This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. Ain't got.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Beckham, complete. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Penny, a first down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, that's trash. Go. Get it. Mike.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Let's go.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the run, it's Penny. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game, showing up here in the first half.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 5.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Vic now from the 50. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Vic readies to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
54 Mike. In your face.
Check. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down. Vic, he's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to... And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second and a couple, Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. And Jennings has it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Check 53's Mike. You go night.
Now Rashad Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
What? 280.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This is Homer. And some strong running. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Vick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Penny. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to Jennings. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That throw by Vick, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is in. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Vick. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On third down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, a give to Penny. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. To throw, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. But they're helping out, too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That's caught by Jennings. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 53. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Going on the ground with Homer. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now it's Wilson, and that is incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he's got another field goal, his fourth now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And Vic's throw there incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Vic now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, he finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Rams on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Vick to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They'll run this with Homer, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Jennings has it. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Vic operating on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Now.
Throwing, Vic. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And that'll be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that big game trade's going to happen, but good thought. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Homer. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
I think the blocking down offense
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Hey, you got 3, three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky.
They run it with Carson. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
You got it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one.